Hello everyone, and welcome to my sister wife's Bombshell channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The death of Garrison Brown in March 2024 came as a great shock to Sister Wife's viewers. Sadly, it appears that a large number of his relatives shared these sentiments. Kody Brown hasn't said much about his son's passing in the last 6 months. However, he's speaking up now. Heartbreaking tweets about Garrison were shared by his sister Meri and mother Janelle on the 6-month anniversary of his death. While there is no way to make the loss easier, talking about their feelings and thoughts with others might help them process their grief. Kody Brown has often kept his feelings about himself under wraps. However, he is considering Garrison's passing and how it affected him personally in a recent interview. Kody told People, "The hardest part is giving up that future that I saw for him, the excitement," adding that she was completely shocked to learn of Garrison's passing. Experiencing the death of a kid is strange. The wave of loss I'm experiencing is unlike any wave of grief I've ever experienced when a best friend or relative passes away. It is distinct. Additionally, it differs in that we cannot reconcile the future we lost out on with him. The father of the family continued by admitting that there had been tension in their relationship before Garrison passed away. "We had the opportunity to discuss more. I would receive texts and other messages of that nature, and in hindsight, we could have accomplished so much more. And it was just like, I'm busy with my life, he's busy with his life, and we'll connect when the time is right," disclosed Kody. "It seemed like we had an endless amount of time. More accurately, it felt more like a convenience of time that I had. In hindsight, there ought to have been more frequent follow-up and communication." Watchers of Sister Wives are aware of Kody Brown's extreme stubbornness and unwavering character. But it appears that Garrison's death has transformed him within. "There's no turning back where I was. That he's not here is something I can't reconcile," the TLC performer said. "You definitely have some expectations, particularly when it comes to someone who essentially has a bright future. He was constantly looking for an adventure and a tale to tell. He would always have a joke to tell or want to share a story about an adventure." Kody continues, saying he truly regrets not spending more time getting to know his son. Above all, he would adore spending a meal and a beverage with Garrison. The 55-year-old said, "The only regret is just, gosh, I would just do that more often. The only thing you regret is not acting sooner. It didn't take you longer." 6 months following the sudden death of his son Garrison, Kody Brown is opening up about their difficult relationship. According to Monsters and Critics, Sister Wives fans were horrified to learn that Garrison had committed suicide in March 2024. Alcohol poisoning, sometimes referred to as ethanol intoxication, also played a role in the 25-year-old's demise. After 6 months following Garrison's passing, Kody talks about his grief and how he's been with things. Before season 19 premieres, Janelle Brown, star of Sister Wives, discusses Garrison Brown. Undoubtedly, Kody and Janelle are going through a very painful time as a result of their son's untimely death. She does, however, discuss the heartbreaking lesson she discovered after losing her son, Garrison. The Brown family's world undoubtedly came to an abrupt stop on March 5, 2024, when they discovered that Garrison Brown had taken his own life. Even though the news was devastating, the Brown family is managing without him. However, just 6 months after the death and ahead of Sister Wives season 19's premiere, Janelle Brown has made the decision to talk about mental health in the hopes that others will benefit from the insight she has gained over time. Regretfully, Janelle Brown, star of Sister Wives, claims that they were unprepared for Garrison Brown's suicide. Although she is aware that substance abuse can deceive users, she acknowledges that it played a role in the situation and says, "We just had no idea that he was in that place." But she didn't anticipate it. Like Robin Williams, she observes, but he never expressed any kind of extreme sad feelings. She also characterizes his final days as, in fact, he was very funny, very upbeat. She also notes that she saw a lot of positive things happen in his life. She continues, he was enthusiastic about his job path. To be honest, Janelle and her family were shocked to learn that he had a life and friends. She never imagined it would turn out this way, she said. Janelle Brown claims that by all measures, they saw no conventional warning indicators. Of particular note was how often he conversed and engaged with family members. He was thrilled to adopt a new cat and was ready to pursue new professional endeavors. Janelle admits, we actually were having conversations, as she works through the death. She continues, this was just such a shock. He had all the resources that he could have needed. She also talks about her sentiments before to his passing, saying, I really actually had sort of thought like, okay, maybe he's finally starting to get his momentum. Acknowledging how challenging life can be, she continues, it's hard in your 20s to find your path. And because I was rather excited, it came as a huge shock, because there was absolutely no clue. Janelle Brown wishes to address the notion that mental health can be a secret battle, as the newest season of Sister Wives is set to premiere on television next week. She acknowledges that a lot of young men his age suffer from untreated mental health issues. Unquestionably, Janelle emphasizes the need for greater action and understanding surrounding mental health in order to prevent another terrible circumstance similar to that of Garrison Brown's suicide. Reiterating the devastating lesson she received, she says, we just had no idea. She also says, we should be speaking more, especially about mental health for men, and that there's no shame in getting help and seeking help. We were very shocked by this. But Janelle Brown has not only realized how easily concealed problems might go unnoticed, she is also bringing about changes inside her family. As a result, after Garrison Brown passed away, the Browns have adopted new habits. She says, rather openly, we're very real and we assess. She goes on, saying, we're always like, okay, so what about mental health? When life circumstances arise, we don't simply sort of gloss over what's actually going on. Instead, we actually say the words and wait to hear it. In my family, I believe there is a growing value placed on mental wellness. As a mother, Janelle Brown has had to consider if there was anything she might have done better, but she acknowledges that she gave Garrison her best effort. We were definitely, and I would encourage everybody to be that way, we were having real conversations with him, she recalls, reflecting on what we may have done differently. We were showing him our love, our support, and our constant conversation. Everything was in its place. Basically, it was just something he could not get over, much like the monster he was unable to defeat in the battle. He was unable to move on. Even though Janelle Brown is inconsolable as she considers the what-ifs, she is sure that she loved him all of his life. It just wasn't for a lack of affection or anything else, she claims. And all I can do is think, we always question ourselves whether there was anything more we could have done, but we never know. Janelle is aware that she has to carry on with her life. I think that's a grief trap, she declares, adding that in the end, each person is in charge of their own choices and actions. However, we completed every task. We genuinely took all the possible actions. Sadly, there are instances when, that, still isn't enough. Nevertheless, Janelle makes an effort to love passionately and cherish her time with her surviving family members every day. She will never stop giving her loved ones her all, even though she regrettably doesn't know how she could have saved Garrison. If you're fighting a quiet war, ask for assistance. In addition, show compassion and consideration to people who could be fighting a similar battle. Have you encountered any terrible lessons akin to those that Janelle Brown is embracing? Please share your opinions in the comments section below. Some depressing news that no one anticipated has rocked the unscripted television universe. Finally, Kody Brown, the controversial father of the well-known Sister Spouses family, has spoken out against the tragic death of his son Post Brown. Reports have been circulating among fans for a while now, but Kody has now broken his silence to address the situation that is causing the earthy-colored family much suffering. The Sister Spouses fan base has been deeply shocked by the shocking new information regarding Post's death, and Kody's decision to speak forward is particularly meaningful for the family, who have bravely faced numerous challenges in the public eye. We explore the family's reaction, the circumstances behind Post's death, and Kody's sincere advice to everyone in this constrained inclusion. Following the rumors of Post's death for a while, the earthy-colored family maintained an unexpected level of composure in interviews and internet entertainment. Sister spouses of attention-seeking fans noticed Post's absence, and speculation began to grow when the Browns stopped posting their regular updates. Fans turned to online forums as the rumors spread, hoping for an explanation from Kody, his spouses, or other family members. The child of Kody and Janelle, Post Brown, was a familiar sight to viewers of sister spouses. A beloved member of the family, Post had spent a very long time sharing his struggles, victories, and daily life with the world. His amiable and captivating demeanor endowed him many admirers. For some observers who followed the family's adventure, Post's military service and his pioneering endeavors served as a constant source of encouragement. Kody Brown attended to the stories barely weeks after the incident. Kody confirmed the wonderful news by expressing his deep gratitude for his child through online entertainment. His remarks were abrasive, intimate, and offered supporters a clear view of the frustration the family had been enduring behind closed doors. Kody revealed in his explanation that Post passed away unexpectedly. He mentioned that the family was in shock, but he didn't go into specifics about the cause of death. Kody expressed gratitude for the outpouring of support, but he also asked for security because the family is still wailing. The news of Post's demise shocked viewers, especially as he had played a significant role in the show's plot in later seasons. Many were expecting refreshes on his likely arrangements, although this revelation has made the future questionable for the earthy colors. Words can't start to communicate the profundity of our aggravation. Our family is broken. We've lost our dearest child, sibling, and companion. Post was a light in our lives, and his non-attendance is an injury that won't ever mend. We request your contemplations and supplications during this unquestionably troublesome time as we attempt to grapple with this incredible misfortune. Fans and followers quickly left a ton of comments on the post, expressing their condolences for the family. Many praised Kody for being weak and reliable at this trying time, and others used virtual entertainment to send petitions for Post's mother, Janelle, and other relatives who have been noticeably calm. One of the most difficult experiences for any family to endure is the death of a child, and it has undoubtedly harmed Kody and Janelle's already strained relationship. Over the course of the partnership, Sister Spouses has chronicled both the highs and lows, especially as they delve into the complexities of a polygamous lifestyle. Nevertheless, their already confused dynamic has become even more agonizing in light of Post's passing. According to family proximate sources, Janelle has been hopeless ever since Post passed away. Even though she has always been portrayed as one of the more independent spouses, this disaster has had a negative impact on her. Insiders claim that she has been heavily dependent on her children and close friends during this difficult period. Despite Kody's efforts to support her, their differences have only become more apparent. According to one source, Kody and Janelle are lamenting in totally different ways. It's been truly difficult for them to meet up in their sorrow. Janelle is searching for comfort in her confidence and her affectionate circle, while Kody has been more centered around tracking down answers and attempting to get a handle on what occurred. Although it's unclear what Post's passing would have for the couple's future on the program, viewers are optimistic that the family will continue to thrive together in spite of such overwhelming hardship. Post's earthy-colored family honored his life with a private memorial service shortly after his passing. The event, which took place at an undisclosed location, was reportedly a private affair that close family members attended. According to sources, the commemoration, which featured heartfelt remarks from Post's relatives and friends, was a wonderful recognition of his life. Kody, who has always been the center of attention for the earthy-colored family, is said to have made a very personal commendation, expressing his deep love for his child and sharing memories of Post's childhood. He emphasized the value of family and urged everyone to cherish their relationships with friends and family. Post was the kind of person who brought light to any space he walked into, Kody said, citing a reliable remembrance. He showed at least a bit of kindness of gold, and we were honored to have him in our lives. We will convey his soul with us until the end of time. Although it appears that Kody and Janelle were the most affected by the tragedy, sources claim that Post's family members were all devastated by his demise. While some have chosen to grieve in private, others have acknowledged each other briefly through internet entertainment. Christine, Post's stepmother and Kody's ex-wife, sent a heartfelt message on Instagram, remembering Post as a gentle and loving person. She wrote, "My heart is broken. Post was a particularly lovely individual all around. He gave such a lot of pleasure to our family, and I will miss him consistently until the end of my life." Another recognition was made by Meri, Kody's most memorable wife, who said that Post held an exceptional spot in her heart and that she was asking God to bring the family together and heal. Fans of sister spouses have been connected to the earthy-colored family for a considerable amount of time, having witnessed them experience both highs and lows in their polygamous lifestyle for more than a decade. Viewers have been particularly affected by the new information regarding Post's passing, and many have turned to virtual entertainment to express their sorrow and support for the family. Following Kody's announcement, a plethora of comments were made by admirers expressing their sympathy and sharing personal tales of sorrow. Despite the fact that Post's time on the show has recently been limited, the incredible response has demonstrated the exact impact he made on viewers. One fan wrote, "Kody, my heart goes out to you and your family. I can't envision the aggravation you're feeling, yet if it's not too much trouble, realize that we are appealing to God for you. I've watched Post experience childhood with the show, and I generally respected his solidarity and versatility," another fan wrote. "This is a particularly grievous misfortune. Sending affection to the whole earthy-colored family." In Post's honor, the fan community has also organized a few online pledge drives, with proceeds going to organizations that support grieving families and mental wellness. Many supporters want to do everything they can to help the family canning, even if it's only by sending positive vibes during this incredibly trying time. Without a question, Post Brown's death has changed the course of the earthy-colored family's journey on sister spouses. Despite their continued lamentations, the family is unsure of what this disaster will entail for the show's future. Some supporters have speculated that the Browns may take a step back from filming in order to deal with their dejection, while others are content that they will continue to sacrifice their life for viewers as a way of honoring Post's legacy. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.